We got ourselves Cry's bit over for the team one to go with Coop as an Outlaw work. Actual Assassination work this time. Miko's Affliction. Savage gonna be first up versus Tro. The Monk is trying to see if he can go for a big Zoed. Serenity combo to Savage. Oh, Savage immediately popping a bubble. Doesn't even want to find out if it's gonna be enough damage. And Tro immediately gonna go for a board. Try to see if he can bail out of there. He's gonna go for the big Jinx versus the Paladin. Did the Paladin go counter aggressive? He did. So Tro doesn't even want to fight you. He's gonna get the hell out of dodge as soon as he can. Got himself a full ring of peace to follow. Tro backing up out of there, trying to see if he can find himself a better survivability angle. A Savage trying to see if he can maybe build up for damage. Does not have a stun, I don't think. Does he have a stun? No, I thought he could already use the stun, but Tro is going to go for a bit of a reflect. It's going to be a final wreck. I think did not connect properly. Mr. Fury does get interrupted with a War Stop, which is perfect for Savage. Got himself a Shield of Vengeance. Tro may want to break that Shield of Vengeance, honestly. May not be a bad idea. Try to see if he can get himself a little bit of healing. At least try to see if he can play a little bit more safe against the Paladin, because Monks, if you get caught in a stun and you don't really got anything defensive on you, you could go down in a single go. Gonna be tricky out of Savage really early on. Blessing of Protection. Does Tro have an out of this one? He just needs to find a way to survive it. Look at that rage hammer from the Paladin. He got his finisher from a mile away. He can just keep chasing him Tro without ever needing to be near the guy. Forward Brood to tank up, trying to make himself extra sturdy. Gonna be Savage with wings of his own. Doesn't man have survivability right now? Tro with yet another defensive fist of fury. Doesn't take him down right there. Looks like Tro's gonna back up out of there. Not really feeling they're able to break past the Paladin's defenses. That watching the hell just dip to like 1 with a battle message straight it make my heart sink for a second. I was gonna say, like, you just die. Oh, stun to follow does not have an out, but maybe can get himself a defensive potentially. I think maybe Savage has him. In cap last second, Tro does get himself a little bit more healing. This Monk is doing everything he can to survive. Does he get to though? Does this man get to survive this encounter 2 minutes into the duel? Back it up away from the Savage as soon as he can. Savage trying to find himself a much better angle versus the guy. This massive crystal, this boulder of a Paladin. Trying to see if he can find a good angle versus Choice. He got himself Zuen, potentially big go. Savage does have himself a Lay on Hands. That's about the only mention he's got. Garment to follow, so you can't even counter affected. Actually, Lay on Hands getting used up, but a Blessing of Protection might not be, or Shield of Vengeance may not be a shield, but actually your curse in the long run, especially if you can pop it with a Karma, might actually be able to reverse quite a lot of damage. Back to Savage, take a lot of damage. Monk maybe able to turn around. Oh, quick touch of death. This is a pressure point in the back. Squeeze it. And squeeze the Paladin for everything he's got left in him. My goodness, the back and forth between the two. The Monk, one of the more mobile classes who just looking to escape the clutches of a Paladin versus just the colossal might of the class is just absolutely incredible. Road in the kidney shot for Koopa. Immediate death mark. Doesn't want to give Tro an opportunity to escape. Tro is going to take a lot of the bleed damage as well as the poisons. Definitely want to make sure he's cleansed himself of any poisons available. And Koopa needs to get back in there. As a rogue, you may want to play into death mark and like, okay, let me bleed him and just let him melt. They really limited how much of a melting power you have from a distance. Like, you should be aggressive with somebody. Kid the shot just trying to get to deny Tro me. Any kind of a reset is going to go for a quick and then I'm taking him out. With Frisk going to be up next. Hit him with a Hunter's Mark as he's playing that Marksman Hunter. Wait, I think I remember Frisk. Isn't Frisk like the Legolas of Marksman for EU? Hold on a second. I may be having a bell rung in my head. That or it's, that or I'm hearing things. But I think Frisk may actually be one of the Marksmanship hunters that we feature on the channel that was doing some really nutty, cheesy things. That or I got him confused with another guy. Fritz does get himself a big defensive, big rapid fire to follow. Try to see if he can get himself survivability with Scoop Ice. He got himself that evasion. That's going to be Death Chakram breaking past that freezing trap as Fritz does go for a little bit of defensive here. May need some kind of a heal and may need some kind of a CC setup. Maybe a camo. Kidney shot has a trigger for it. Try to see if he can back away from Koopa, but I think it might not be able to do much. Did use a pet sack in the last second. And let's just call him Hunter number 2. Actually, I kind of like the look of him. Look at that. He got himself the full, like, Shadowlands legendary setup. The Sanctum Domination gear with a bow. Even though you're a survival hunter, what do you use those arrows for? Gonna be a big little shot. Maybe that's what he uses them for. Keeping his bolts instead of the arrows in there. Gonna be Cooper backing up out of the quick advantage as soon as he's taking a bit of damage from the hunter. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna call you, my guy. I don't know what to call you. Gonna be a good run for Koopa. Try to see if we can back pass the Hunter. Quick disarm to follow. Got himself a little bit of a death shock and freezing trap, but it's gonna break him yet again. Stun wise, smoke bomb is gonna be able to get in there. Maybe one more kill shot. Oh, he does end up taking down the rogue fairly quickly with Igor. Try to go in. Immediately gonna be the Hunter try to go for a little bit of recovery. Where's your pet? Your pet is actually dead. Dalaran is playing dead. The Hunter, can you somehow go for a feign death and maybe a camo? Because your pet is down for the count. Camo? Oh, but he's still diseased. He's still dotted up. He would have needed yet another manic damage in order to be able to remove all of that. Unless... Hold on. Unless... Disengage? Unless... Oh, almost got... I was about to say, like, maybe you could juke him out somehow. That may have given you an opportunity here. But Igor is not going to let you go anywhere. I don't like this man's gentlemanly... like Frost DK attire, by the way. Zilv gonna be up next as a Subtlety rogue. Immediate evasion, trying to make sure that he's walking into this duel as healthy as he humanly can be, or undeadly can be. Technically, gonna be immediate freeze by Igor. Actually, working versus undead. What an iconic duel, honestly. What an iconic faction versus faction duel, if I say so myself. Get a shot by the rogue, trying to see if he can turn around versus Igor. Got himself one more dance, but doesn't really have the damage right now. Doesn't really have the burst. Stunned by the DK, but it's going to be very, very hard. Immediate cloak of shadows as well as advantage by the rogue, trying to see if he can escape it. Igor does end up planting the death and decay exactly where the rogue was, though. But because of that cloak of shadows and the vanish, you do get yourself a proper escape. Eyes are available. Igor could potentially pick him up. Does not go for the eyes just yet. Sap comes out by the rogue. Igor is kind of limited what he can really do right now. The healing, self-survivability is very, very limited. Get a shot by the rogue. Try to see if he can maybe have himself a go from the dance. Big secret technique. And Igor, I think, might be going down right now. Unless he got himself a heal last second. 33% dampening. I don't really know what you can really do. Zelf try to see if he can puncture past those defenses. Immediate disarm onto Igor. Eviscerates. Try to see if he can give him a little bit of survivability. But it's going to be blind by the DK. Again, unless you got himself a big death strike or some kind of a mad heal. There's not much you can do, and Zilv does end up taking him out. With Miko charging him, got himself a full gate, full ports available. Walking into this one without a pet, so he's playing most likely the more a sacrifice. Didn't they kind of recently-ish nerf Warlocks? They did, didn't they? The nerf Grimoire. Did they not, chat? Somebody is gonna have to correct me. I do love the mount though, a blue Karashi battle tank. That thing is, I love how they're called battle tanks, by the way. I love that. It's so good. By the way, this man's Mog, as well as the mount, are absolutely fitting. Gonna be a cheap shot by the rogue. Got himself fully dotted up, though. May not be in a great spot. The dots are melting past him. 39% dampening. Not really letting you heal right now with that second soothing wind. What's about the second one? Soothing wind. Soothing darkness, as well as the crimson vial. So it's very limited what you can really do in this situation. As Miko, as long as you have dots on the rogue, you're gonna be good. Literally trying to see if you can take the staff and poke at Zil through the grace right now. Zil does have himself a cheat death. It's gonna be proc, but a trinket. Oh, it does end up going down to the dots with Bo. Gonna be up next. Last one left over on the team one as an elemental shamansmith. Try to see if we can have himself play. Last week we saw a lot of village shamans actually, and the amount of damage they do is absolutely insane. Gonna be that Miko with the I think actually got himself a, is it pre-med? Predetermined? He got himself the CC immunity for a second, the cat interrupt immunity for a minute. Big dots on the bow with a wall, but it's still lots of damage on the bow. He's gonna get melted. Oh my goodness, Miko! Oh my goodness, I was just trying to figure out, what is it called, precognition? I was trying to remember what precog was, but Koopa does kill too. Miko slaying too. We got a bunch of kills over on team one, and only one that didn't get to play is my man Cries Bad. Let's get us another going here, boys, yeah? Uno más, uno más, uno más.